Welcome to the CAD Builder video tutorial series. In this video, we will take a look at how to create and configure a Lamello Cabineo connection construction in CAD Builder. Cabineo connectors can be useful for shops using a standard nesting router CNC because the required machining can be completed from the face of the panel without edge drilling. They also provide a no-glue mechanical connection that works well for flat pack cabinets, quick assembly, and cabinets that may need to be disassembled later. Keep in mind that Cabineo connectors add hardware cost, and the connector may remain visible depending on the mounting type and side selected. Let's see how this works. We will begin by opening Connection Constructions. In the default folder, select the Lamello Cabineo template. Since the template is read-only, use the copy icon to create an editable copy. Give the new connection construction a name your shop will recognize, such as Lamello Cabineo. The first settings control the screw hole used by the connector. The supplied template starts with a fixed screw hole depth of 5/16 inch, a diameter of 13/64 inch, and an offset of 0. We will keep this hole offset to 0. However, if we notice that the jointed parts are not quite flush, then we can use this offset option to adjust accordingly. The Cabineo screw hole orientation controls which face the screw hole is drilled from. The template is set to From Joint Face. Select the orientation that matches how the part should be machined. Next, select Cabineo mounting type. This controls how the connector sits in the panel. The available options include on the surface, flush with the surface, flush cover cap, and HPL on the surface. On the surface uses the standard pocket and leaves the connector flange on top of the board surface. Flush with the surface adds a countersink so the top of the connector sits level with the board. Flush cover cap creates a deeper and wider pocket so the connector and cover cap can sit flush with the surface. HPL on the surface provides a tighter fit for HPL surfaces. Select the mounting type that matches the connector and finished appearance you want. Next, use the Cabineo side to choose which face of the part will receive the connector. The first option lets you place it on the external face for case parts, or you can set it to the top, right, or back side of an internal part, for example, a shelf or partition or maybe a nailer. The second option will place it on an internal face of a case part, or you can place it on the bottom, left, or front side of an internal part. Next options are to set the connector on the finished material side or on the unfinished material side. This setting is important because the connector may remain visible after assembly. Use the diagram on the right to confirm that the connector is being placed on the intended face. The Cabineo center's arrangement controls how the connectors are distributed along the joint. The choices include front to rear, rear to front and rear, or centered. For this example, we will keep the arrangement set to centered. The end Cabineo center position controls the distance between the end of the part and the first connector. The supplied template uses an exact distance of 1.5 inches. The Cabineo center quantity controls how many connectors are added to the joint. The template begins with a quantity of 3. Adjust the distance and quantity according to the size of the part and your shop's construction requirements. Use parts gap if an intentional space is needed between the two connected parts. We will leave this set to 0 for a tight joint. Under CNC, select CNC connection parts when you want CAD Builder to generate the machining required for the joint. Select no CNC connection parts only when the connection machining will be completed separately. Finally, select the appropriate Cabineo connector from your material collection so that the material will be counted in the materials list. That way you will see the full count as well as the material cost for these connectors. Once the settings are complete, save the connection construction. Apply the new Cabineo connection construction to the desired joints within your cabinet construction method. Then, generate a test cabinet, open the wireframe, and turn on the Show Processing to verify the connector pockets, screw holes, quantity, placement, and mounting side. As you can see, the Cabineo connection construction allows you to control how the connector is machined, mounted, positioned, and counted within the joint. Thank you for watching, and we will see you in the next video. For more video tutorials, please visit our website at www.cabbuildersoftware.com/training. Thank you.